Well, the numbers have been reduced somewhat. Disappointing for those people who weren't able to stay longer, but what an achievement to make it here to Sydney Royal in the first place, and a lot of miles and an awful lot of work to qualify to gain entry here at Sydney Royal. Of course, qualification takes place at agricultural shows all around the state, and performances are required. Our competitors compete between November to November to qualify for Sydney Royal, and they must all count their performances, their wins, their champions, their reserve champions, and submit their entry through to our horse committee, and ultimately gain the invitation to compete here at Sydney Royal Easter Show. It is the most renowned of all the Easter shows for this level of competition. For all the Royal shows, I beg your pardon. And to win here is something that is never ever forgotten. So our next group are now invited to trot out in front of Christy Oatley and Mr. Clary Connors. And it's the hack that commands the attention, draws the eye, has that special something, that unmistakable thing. They're looking for a quality exhibit and a horse with wonderful movement and balance and rhythm, and a picture of elegance, and they all look magnificent shining there in the sunlight. So this is our third group now coming out in front of our two judges in the Colonel A.V. Pope for Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands. They must show thoroughbred qualities and be a fine specimen for the show ring, as of course all of our entries are. But we still need to work our way through the numbers and end up with a short list, and that's what is happening at the moment.
Okay, we have results now of class number 612, the novice show hunter pony, over 12-2 and not exceeding 13 hands. And congratulations to our winner, catalogue number 2190, Lauren Rowe from Bakers Hill in Western Australia with Charisma Royal Emblem. Second place going to catalogue number 1522, Penny Gibson and Mrs. Brady Gibson from Young here in New South Wales with Seasons Park Finale. Third place going to catalogue number 1742, Melinda King and Kenda Park Wishful Thinking. Fourth place going to catalogue number 14353, Daisy Ibe with Bambra Elise. Fifth place going to catalogue number 2437, Portia Whiffen Brisky from Riverstone here in New South Wales with Corvin Park, Pippi Longstockings. And congratulations once again to our winner all the way from Bakers Hill in Western Australia, Lauren Rowe with Charisma Royal Emblem, the winner of class number 612, the novice show hunter pony, over 12-2 and not exceeding 13 hands. Great to see some of our travellers, Kate, doing well here today, with competitors from New Zealand, Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, and of course Queensland as well. We've got most of the country and in fact some international competitors here.
And it's been a really successful day for those riders coming from interstate. I've been amazed actually at the number, as you said, from Western Australia and Queensland, but a very strong Victorian contingent. As always, all roads lead to the Sydney Royal Easter Show, and that's why we get such a wonderful class of competition here, because at an agricultural show level, our top competitors often don't get an awful lot of competition. It's quite common for them to go in and be the standout or the stellar exhibit in their local show level, but that's what they need to do to qualify, and they don't actually start really meeting tough competition until they get to any sort of royal show level, and now of course they get to benchmark themselves against the very best. They will all know each other, they will all know each other's horses, they will know what their strengths and their weaknesses are, and now they get to compete against them. So it's the big time.
Most certainly is, and of course if you have just joined us, whether that be on the live stream or here in the Spotless Stadium. We were alluding a little earlier to success for Western Australian competitors. Of course, the FL Crane, best mare or filly, hack over 15, not exceeding 16 hands, went to Serpentine in Western Australia. Well done to Debbie Garland with that beautiful mare, CP Glamour.
Well, here in the Spotless Stadium now, we welcome some new classes. Class 600 for our open pony, over 12 hands and not exceeding 12.2 hands. We also have our novice show hunter pony class, over 12 hands and not exceeding 12.2 hands. That's a class that is being judged underneath the Sinclair stand. And we have our novice show hunter Galloways to come in to be judged in ring 4, and that is for Novice show Hunter Galloway's over 14 two-hands and not exceeding 15 hands. Meanwhile, Tim, very tense here, watching the judging of the Colonel A.V. Pope Best Gelding Hack. We had huge numbers, in fact 58 geldings nominated for this particular class, and they have been viewed in batches, and we now have 11 here shortlisted and waiting to do a workout, but one more group to go through, and our two judges will be picking out their favourites, and they'll be able to join those lucky horses and riders waiting there.
It would be an interesting coming together of minds there with our two judges as well, of course, coming from very different backgrounds, but both very knowledgeable horse people in their own right, and to come together. It's one thing to put your own opinion on the line, but then to have another judge and to have to, I suppose at times, and we don't know what's going on out there, but to at times go into bat for your opinion, I think it's really, really interesting, and it actually brings a whole nother level to this class. So to have, of course, a Group 1 trainer who's been a very successful racehorse trainer for many, many years, Mr. Clary Connors out there, and then to put one of Australia's leading dressage riders, a four-time Olympian, finished in the top 10 at the Sydney Olympics in 2000 in Miss Crystal O'Christie Oatley. It is amazing to have these two judges here today, but very, very interesting to have two judges and to have such a big class, to have to start on the ring and have both judges out there watching. We were talking earlier about ring craft. Well, today that really won't happen because with judges standing, 360 degrees of the ring is pretty much covered. So you are on show the entire time in these heats. Of course, once we get to the individual workouts, you are very much on show. But right now, you really have no place to hide.
And it's a nervous time, isn't it, Tim? Sitting out there hoping that the judge will eventually point at you. That nervous glance to the centre. Are they looking at me? Is it my turn now? And no doubt the connections in the crowd will be holding their breath. So much work goes into the preparation of these horses, and it's always disappointing if you don't get invited to work out.
Of course, we have our steward out there, Mr. Ken Cameron, and you just want to hear his voice. It's booming, and to say that horse or to point to you and you get that nod. And then you make your way over to the lineup. kind of good light-hearted.
Well, wouldn't you know it, Tim? We're here on Good Friday at the wonderful Spotless Stadium, and watching horses going round and round in circles absolutely gripping. What is going on here?
Can you not? I'm actually concentrating at the moment. Can you not talk to me?
Oh, dear.
It is very, very exciting. I can certainly feel the tension building. Well, we have a result coming up very, very soon.
And it's the result of our Class 611, the novice show hunter pony over 12 hands and not exceeding 12.2 hands. And congratulations to Bronte Raymond and Mrs. Kylie Raymond from Ridgewood in Queensland with Langtree Just Cause, catalogue 2143. In second place, catalogue 1571, Tony Gunter from Murray Bateman with Rosebrook Mentor. And in third place, catalogue 1352, Sophie Delaney from Terry Hills with Dunelm Telltale. So well done to Langtree Just Cause with Bronte Raymond and Mrs. Kylie Raymond from Ridgewood in Queensland. Yet another interstater having success here at the Royal Sydney Show on Good Friday.
And of course, Bronte's uncle Billy Raymond won the Grand Prix show jumping event here the other day. So great to see the Raymond family doing so well. It's amazing when you see one name go well. There always seems to be a connection in some way, shape or form.
On the far side, we have judging in Class 6 to 7, which is Novice Show Hunter Galloway over 14 hands and not exceeding 15 hands. And then underneath the big screen, it's the open pony class for ponies between 12 and 12.2 hands. And that is Class 600 with our judge, Ms. Kate Dolan. But of course, the majority of the eyes are here in front of us in the broadcast box. We do have a great view, and we are judging the Colonel A.V. Pope for the best gelding hack over 15 hands, which in the opinion of the judge, or in our case today, our two judges, shows thoroughbred qualities. So the judge's pattern has been shown to our early riders, and they've got a moment or two to absorb that and to nut out a plan.
Do you want to pop down, Tim?
Yeah. I don't want to go too. Well, congratulations to the winner and place getters of class number 627, the novice show Hunter Galloway, over 14.2 and not exceeding 15 hands. And congratulations to the winner, catalogue number 2321, Catarona and Miss Phoebe Savikas with Anika. Second place going to catalogue number 2367, Emma Tweedy with Alan Green on show. Third place going to catalogue number 1223, Emma Camilleri and Miss Ali Barwick and Raymond Equestrian with Cruise. Fourth place going to catalogue number 1251, Amanda Clark with Gordon Park Addiction. And fifth place, congratulations to catalogue number 2364, Melise Toomer Webb and Miss Georgia Thrift with Riverdale Voodoo. Sixth place going to catalogue number 1005, 1824 Equine and Miss Lee Burton with Miss Gemma Green with Fairly Overlord. So congratulations to the winner and place getters of class number 627, the novice show Hunter Galloway, over 14.2, not exceeding 15 hands in height.
Well, another workout completed here, the Colonel A.V. Pope Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands. If you've just joined us in the Spotless Stadium, this is one of the most prestigious perpetual trophies that will be awarded this week at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, and it is given to the best gelding hack of the show over 15 hands. We have top class competitors in here. We've already seen some successes and some surprising casualties, and sport needs drama. We're certainly getting that, and there's a huge crowd here for those of you who are watching online who are glued to every move here. There is no margin for error with this calibre of competition, and certainly gripping for many of the people watching this. And our two judges here, Ms Christy Oatley and Mr Clary Connors, having to work together here. Meanwhile, we have the results of Class 600, the open pony over 12 hands and not exceeding 12.2 hands. Congratulations to our winner, catalogue 1073, Paul Austin from Tamborine in Queensland with Whitmere Royal Consort. In second place, catalogue number 1319, Trina Crawford and Miss Trinette Crawford from McDougall's Hill in Singleton with Roseworth Mary Poppins. In third place, catalogue number 1218, Nanette Cadwalder and from Matangi in New Zealand with Eastdale Diva. In fourth place, catalogue number 1636, Richard Hughes from Junee with Danhue Royal Design. In fifth place, catalogue 1828, Jan Lyons with Harrington Park Pink Glitter, and in sixth place it's Renee Dorney from Kembla Grange with Harrington Park Melody in your catalogue number 1410. So that's results of Class 600, open pony over 12 hands and not exceeding 12.2 hands. And we say welcome aboard to our Class 610, our novice show hunter pony not exceeding 12 hands, Shetland ponies not being eligible to compete in this class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can feel the excitement building even from in here. We're inside the Spotless Stadium and in the final stages of judging for the Colonel A.V. Pope Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands. Our two judges, Ms. Christy Oatley, Olympic dressage rider, and horse trainer extraordinaire, Mr. Clary Connors, have been locked in discussion. We've seen some fabulous workouts here today and a wonderful quality animal, as we always would in this particular event. It was won in 2016 by Miss Stephanie Barrington with CLM Orlando, and won by Joanne Maunder on Kakadu in 2015. In 2014 it was Mr. Dale Plubb with DP Amazing, and in fact a previous winner as well. So some big names there, and we'll see who will end up on the honour board again this year. Well, it's with great pleasure that we now announce the results of our Class 577, the Colonel A.V. Pope Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands, which, in the opinion of the judge, shows thoroughbred qualities. And our winner for 2017 Sydney Royal Horse Show is catalogue number 2180, Romsey Park, and Mr. Terry Van Haythuizen and Mrs. Edwina Cullen from Romsey in Victoria with Lords. Side by Lords a-leaping out of Torcelet. Lords now receiving the Colonel A.V. Pope Perpetual Trophy. It's an electroplated silver twin-handled lidded urn. It was donated by the late Colonel A.V. Pope and first presented in 1950. This was originally a class for 12 to 14 stone hacks, and that was changed to over 15 two hands when Australia converted to its current system. Until 2016, it was awarded for Best Hack over 15 hands showing thoroughbred qualities, and it's now awarded for Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands, which in the opinion of the judge does show thoroughbred qualities. Well, here's the superb garland now being put on Lords.
And we have David here making the presentation, and it's been wonderfully supported by David Astor Floral Designs, and he has done all the garlands here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show this year, and we do thank him for coming down and presenting these magnificent garlands this year. We also have Councillor Mr. Charlie Hook now making the presentation of the beautiful, beautiful trophy. And now our ringmaster, Mr. John Bennett, also congratulating our winner.
Well, out of such a strong field, that is a great achievement as they move into the shade now for the official photos. This is something that will be remembered forever and a day. And now we can move on to our placings. And our second place getter is catalogue number 1530, Stephen Gladstone from Des Moines with Heartbreaker.
Well, while we congratulate our second place getter, the winner here today, what a win. Very tough field. Congratulations with this beautiful gelding. You must be absolutely ecstatic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic win for this horse. He's only in his first year. He's only a 4-year-old. So he hasn't done a lot. So it's great to win it.
A beautiful, upstanding gelding. Do you know any of his breeding or his background?
We bought the horse from Perth, I think this time last year, as an unraced thoroughbred by Lords of Leaping. Yeah.
Well, you've produced him into a beautiful show horse. What a magnificent exhibit that we see here today. Kate Day, when you stand up beside that horse, it is very impressive and a very well put together combination and very well deserving, I do believe, here this afternoon, in my humble opinion.
And congratulations also to Stephen Gladstone there with our second place on Heartbreaker, side by US sire Bertolini and out of Space Time from France. So an international horse there in Heartbreaker. And a thrill for the other riders who I'm sure will be disappointed, but are now being given a memento to remember being shortlisted for the Colonel A.V. Pope Best Gelding Hack over 15 hands. Let's cross back down now to Tim Dreverman.
Thank you very much, Kate Day. I'm here with Clary Connors. Clary, firstly, a little bit different to your day-to-day work, not in the racetrack, not there looking at racehorses, but seeing what happens to them after racing. Firstly, thank you for coming down and a lovely line-up here. Were you happy with what you saw?
Yeah, it was a privilege to work at the Sydney Royal, my first time here. And let me tell you, this is harder than training horses. Very hard. So what a marvellous lot of horses here today. And, you know, in every competition, there's only half a point between 3 or 4 horses all the time. And, you know, just presented so well. And everybody who have brought their horse to the show should be very congratulated because they've done a great job.
Clary, we put you in an interesting situation with one of our best dressage riders in this country, 4-time Olympian with Christy Oatley. How did you go? Did you come to an agreement, or was there a bit of headbutting along the way?
Yeah, a little bit of headbutting, but they sort of bent a little bit, both of us. But most of the time we're sort of same opinion.
A good horse at the end of the day is still a good horse, and wonderful to see them here today. Thank you so much for coming out and judging. We really are privileged to have you down here at the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales.
Thank you very much. Privileged to be here, I tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of Australia's leading racehorse trainers, Clary Connors there, of course, judging here today. Magnificent effort. And Kate Day, we have a beautiful presentation. We're going to send them on a lap around the arena. As they come around, please put your hands together for the winner and runner-up in this magnificent trophy, the Colonel A.V. Pope Perpetual Trophy for Best Thoroughbred Gelding over 15 hands, showing thoroughbred qualities.
And as Lords, nominated by Romsey Park and Mr. Terry Van Haythuizen and Mrs. Edwina Cullen, pass by the members, I'm sure you'll give them a very, very warm round of applause. And in second place, Stephen Gladstone from Drummoyne on Heartbreaker. Such a strong field, and to end up on top after that is really a wonderful result for them.